What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Hey guys, welcome to the weekend update. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to Lending Perspective at YouTube. If you haven't already, classic movie, Billy Madison. But I know that we just came off of a big family holiday, and there's a lot of people that you're probably working with or hoping to that just got a bunch of information from people that are unqualified or ill-informed to give the information they just gave out. Something about how you go about buying a home, something about how you go about getting a loan, something about how you, even worse, structure that loan. The reason that we built Weekend Update and WKNDup.com and we put you guys on these emails is try to give you really some information, some news instead of noise, and really help your buyers and sellers make educated decisions rather than just crowdsourcing at an Easter feast, right? Nothing against Easter feast. It's spring break week for us. Just wrapping up. Lincoln's out there doing a project that we have to have done by Monday. So I love seeing my family and spending time with them and breaking bread. I just don't want them giving me information they're probably unqualified to give. So that's why we create this. I'm going to jump into the market for you guys and really just hone in on some tools that you can deliver to your sellers, to your buyers, or both right now. Let me mute this. Let's go split screen. Okay, so looking at the market, something good to know. I locked a loan this morning, a purchase loan here in North County. The market was red. Once I locked, the market went green, and 25 lenders repriced for better. Here's the reality. I've been doing this 25 years. It is very difficult, almost impossible right now to know which way the market's going. On again, off again, peace treaties, record, and then below record oil prices. I mean, this is just not really an environment where I want to risk my clients, aka your clients, mortgage payments, affordability, opportunity, and ability to purchase a certain home based off what's happening in the market. Now, here's the thing. Every lender that you work with has something similar to what we call float down. Lock now, protect against loss, hope for gain. If the war ends, based on what happened when the war started and rates got worse, rates should improve when the war is officially over. Now, I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I wouldn't even be shooting this video right now. But I can tell you that we should be we should be risk adverse and lock bias, right, to protect our clients, especially if they have the tools that we provide them. Showing them the cost of ownership, showing them the cost of HOI, showing them the cost of Melrose, showing them the cost of homeowners association dues. If your client is educated, then we extract all of those questions and we just are able to create a little bit more confidence and stability by locking in interest rate they're happy with now that could potentially get better if markets improve. Now it's jumping all over the place today. I think I said last week we had our first weekly improvement in almost 5 weeks, and that was true. A lot of news going on about what's happening in the conflict in Iran and whether that's going to hold or not. So that's creating a lot of market instability, whipsaw back and forth. So if you want news on the market, again, I make it really easy for you. Just go to the market summary or the market watch. Both of those are going to give you an indication of what's happening with rates. Market summary is going to give you an indication of why. Something big that's coming out this week, and I put an infographic in here for you guys. We had PCE today. We had PCE today. That number came in. That's an inflation indicator that came in. Consumer price index actually is tomorrow. PCE today came in at 0.4% month over month and 3% year over year. Again, remember the Fed's target for inflation is 2%. So we're still 50% off of their goal of 2 at 3%, right? Given that we've been coming down from 4 and above for several years now. So that's good. PCE is their preferred measurement. And again, I put an infographic in there for you so you can understand the difference between inflation reports that come out, what the government uses as their key metrics for whether they're going to raise or lower interest rates. This is all important to us. So PCE today, CPI tomorrow, big inflation numbers, which is another reason I went ahead and locked today. Again, if you go to the dashboard, WKNDup.com, you're going to get that inflation CPI versus PCE explainer infograph. You're also going to get an infograph talking about the spring stalemate, which is the headline. Again, 17.4% contract cancellations, a lot of that having to do with things that are completely preventable, like better understanding of total cost of ownership, and then proper negotiation of buyer incentives. Wrong time to do it, in the middle of escrow, right time to do it up front. And I understand that as real estate professionals, you probably generated a fairly substantial credit in the middle of an escrow before. I get that. But by and large, we're seeing sellers walk away when there's an uncredible or incredible request for credits, when really that was something that the buyers wanted all along. So click on the infograph for this, and also know that you could put in here using our AI tools, you can put in what a buyer strategy would be good given the market where it's at today, and what a seller strategy would be good going on the market today, which is why our product spotlight for the week is going to be List and Lock. Again, if we think about what builders do and how they create financing incentives or affordability incentives for buyers in their markets, a couple of things they're trying to do is create more affordability than price drops without cannibalizing their opportunity to sell homes for maximum price in the future. Again, if you think about this like your farm, whether it's a little pocket in San Diego or a little pocket in Sacramento or anywhere where you operate, the last thing you want to do is drop values in the markets that you serve. That's exactly what price drops do. They create more hardship for sellers to sell at the price previously listed and sold for. So if you're trying to avoid that and also create greater affordability for buyers, whether you're representing them or not, understand, and it's posted right here, that a 3% seller credit can do a lot more than a price reduction. It's going to cost your seller less. And in the form of List and Lock, CMG and my team will actually contribute 100 basis points or 1% of buy down of the loan in addition to what your seller contribution is. We'll also create a whole marketing tool for that, including sign writers, real-time QR codes that lead to real-time websites showing people what their rate and payments would look like, whether they're conventional, VA, FHA, USDA, etc. Now listen, it only takes a few seconds. I put a link in there. Go to List and Lock. I put the link right in there into your property address, the seller price, and the concession, and it's going to show you exactly what I mean just in seconds, and what kind of incentive you'd be creating for buyers that are qualified and probably looking to commit to getting into escrow on a home. We've got a featured property. I know the neighborhood well. This is Joel's property, Joel Muzzy. It's in Harbor Point, same school district as my son. I think it's amazing. We only have one son and we've only gone to one elementary school, but when your principal is valeting your son or daughter every morning, welcoming them to third grade in Lincoln's case, it's a pretty awesome deal. So I'm extremely biased, but if you're looking for a single family, 2-bed, 2-bath, perfect starter home, and again, a starter home in North County is $1 million, with low HOA, community pool, just great community, great district, great shopping, great location to the beach, definitely check out Joel's listing. It's a featured property. I'm going to tell you this, like, what do I know? I don't think it's going to last past Monday. So if you're going to go out shopping this weekend or send buyers out, check out this place on Sky Sale. Awesome community. We also have mortgage options that people can see, whether they're VA or conventional, first-time home buyers or otherwise. And if you want something detailed for your clients to go out with this weekend so that they're confident about their numbers and committed and ready to get into escrow, please just give us a call, text, or email. We're available all weekend. We appreciate you watching. Thanks for being a partner. Make sure again to like and subscribe, Lending Perspective on YouTube and anywhere you see us on social. Follow along. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Happy spring break. See ya.